Hey guys. So this is Ayush Agrawal from Doipe International LLP. Through this video, I just wanted to communicate to all of you that how you should be sending me your designs and how you should prepare them. So I have an email in front of me today, and I have taken the permission from the person who has sent me this email that whether I can use this email as an example in this video. So basically, see, I just wanted to point out the mistakes that are there in this email and how, or what we can do to rectify those issues or those problems. So first of all, see in the design details they have mentioned monkey design, then another one is Harry Potter design, then another one is full print design. Now, see, okay, fine. I mean, I can figure it out that yes, this is indeed a monkey. But try to imagine from the perspective of a machine operator who is coming across thousands of images on a daily basis. There is a possibility that there are 10 different customers, those who have sent 100 different designs, those who all have different shapes of monkeys in them. So now for my operator, he has no clue how to identify which design is supposed to go on which t-shirt. So first of all, in this entire email, see, the term that has been used for design is monkey, whereas the name of the image, as you can see, is wtb.png. Same is with this design, same is with, this is, I don't know, whatever this is. So now, whenever you are sending a, either an email or you are filling out our, order template, you should mention the name of the design file perfectly. So whatever is the name of the design file, I mean, even if the name is something like this, that is absolutely fine. But just mention that. Don't mention that, oh, that design which is supposed to go on the complete t-shirt, or that design which is supposed to be glow in the dark. Don't mention anything like that, because that is not really useful to us. My machine operator will never be able to figure out which design are you talking about. Now, I mean, for example, okay, fine, this at least looks like a monkey, but what about this one? I mean, how will my machine operator know that this is a Harry Potter design? I mean, okay, people like us, maybe we watch these things, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, etc. But a machine operator, he doesn't know what is Harry Potter. He wouldn't even know what is Harry Potter. So now, how will he know that this is Harry Potter design and this is the design that he is supposed to use? So always mention the names of the designs properly. That is one thing. Second thing is that now let's once again talk about this design. So this design, as per the email of my customer, he wants it to go on DTG. Now, see, there is so much transparent area in this image. Now, let me just download this image and let me show you what I'm trying to talk about. So let's open this image uh, in Photoshop, and let's see what are the problems that I'm talking about and why there should not be so much transparent area in your image. And please keep in mind that when I say transparent area or this much transparent area, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have transparent area. You should always have the background as transparent only. But let's talk about this image. Now, first of all, this rectangle, hopefully you are able to see my mouse cursor. So this rectangle is the size of the image that my machine is going to consider. Okay, not just the design part. Okay, this is not the part which my machine is going to consider. This is the part which my machine is going to consider. Now let's also see, because this customer has sent me a mock-up also. So this is how he wants it to be. And other than that, he has mentioned in the email that he wants it to be 10 inches. Now 10 by 10 is not going to help me. Let's just focus on the 10 inches of width. So now what will happen is, let me just go and okay, inches. Now 10. Okay. So the moment I make the width 10, the height becomes 17.7. Now 17.7, the printer doesn't even support that much height. So basically what is happening is, and why this has happened, because you have kept this design files in this format. I mean, this is the way you have sent me the design file. However, how you should send it to me, I'll show you. First of all, let me also show you what are other problems. See, are you seeing these dotted lines? First of all, this image is of extremely low quality. So, see, 413 by 734 in inches, this is only 4 inch by 7 inch, and that too including the transparent area, which was not supposed to be there in the first place. And the resolution in which this image has been developed or created is 96 pixels per inch, which is very, very low when it comes to printing standards. I mean, our screens, see, our electronic screens, our monitor, our mobile phones, they are able to show these images, and our eyes cannot decipher whether it's a bad image or a good image. But when you print it, it's going to be extremely pixelated, it's going to be extremely shabby looking. So now I'm also going to show you how to prepare the design, so that, now let me just take this image only. Let me open Corel Draw, and so let me show you how we should actually prepare this image. So I'm sorry, this is taking a bit of time. This machine is quite a powerful machine, but still, somehow Corel Draw takes a lot of time. Anyway, so now it's open. Let's import this inside Corel Draw. Okay. Now let's first of all convert this image into a vector file. See, this is how it's coming out to be. Okay, so I would say CorelDRAW has already done a fantastic job of converting this file into vector file. Now I'm not going to teach you how to operate CorelDRAW, because obviously, honestly, first of all, I'm not even qualified for that. And second thing is that that's going to take a lot of time, and I'm not the right person to learn Corel Draw from. I'm pretty sure there are thousands of really amazing people on YouTube, those who will do far better job than me. So let me just show you how to convert this image into a vector image, so that we can export it out into into an amazing quality file, and then we will be able to work with it. So all right, so now I have converted it into a vector file. So now see the difference. See, if I zoom it in, it's not pixelating. Okay, I'm able to see the pixels because the original image is still here. All right, now let's see. See, it's not pixelating. You are able to see each and every curve, despite the fact that I have zoomed in to nonsensical levels. Now let's ungroup this, and then let's remove all these black whatever is there. These things should not be there. Okay, now these two are fine probably, but even honestly, they should not be there. And please pardon the background noises. I'm actually creating this video. I'm sitting inside my factory and I'm creating this video on a Sunday because the background noises will not be there. But then some vendor, some street vendor decided to show up. So that's why there is a lot of background noise. I'm really sorry for that. Anyway, so this is how you should convert. Yeah, this is how you should be converting an image into a print ready file. Now, when I will, okay, I'm leaving this also. However, this should also not be there because this design is supposed to go on a black t-shirt. Or for any dark t-shirt, I mean any dark t-shirt for that matter. So we should actually remove these also because in the background the t-shirt's color will be there. So I'll also show you what I'm talking about. So see, now this is how the image should have been, and this is also black color. So let me remove this also. Okay, so the black color is gone from the image completely. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. See, this is a black. Now see, I have placed I have placed a black background in front of in the background of it. So now this is how the print is going to look like. See, now all these lines which were there on the forehead, those are there again because now this is not part of the design. This black line is not part of the design anymore. It's basically the background, and since our t-shirt is going to be black, so we don't have to worry about it. Now let me export this file. Now let's export either in PNG or TIFF. So let me just name it monkey design, and let me export it, and I'll also show you the kind of quality that should be there. I have no clue why it did not ask me. Okay, it has exported and I don't know. Let me just export it again. Okay, yeah, just one second. Let me export for, okay, no, let's just export. And okay, I understood what was the problem. Anyway, now let's export it again. Yeah. So here I can change the inches to whatever I want, and the image is not going to pixelate because it's a vector design now. So I can give it a width of 1,000 inches and it will still be perfectly fine. So nonetheless, either let's choose pixels. So now as you can see, it's 25,000 pixels by 30,000 pixels. But anyway, let's focus on inches at the moment. And our design width, the width that we wanted was around 10 inches. So let me give 10 inches. So now this design has become 10 inches by 11.91 inches, which is perfectly fine. We can import it, we can export it to 12 or 14 inches also, because it's, I mean, it's not a rule as such, but I just always prefer exporting the file to a wider resolution in comparison with which what I want it to be printed in. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, for example, you want 10 inches of width. So it's better if you go for 12 inches or 14 inches of resolution. Reason being, there is more play. I mean, there is more headroom for the printer and the software to play with. If you are going for exact thing, then if at all the printer settings are here and there little bit, then there is a possibility that the design will not look good. However, please don't quote me on that, because as I said, I'm not exactly a highly technical person when it comes to these things. So, but nonetheless, so now this is our design, this is our file. And oh, and yes, never keep it anti-aliased, because what anti-aliasing does is it tries to smoothen the lines, which is not exactly recommended. And of course, transparency has to be there. The image should be perfectly transparent. Now, all right, so now we have the file here. So now, as you can see, there is not as much transparent area, first of all, plus the design is extremely clear. It's not pixelating. It's a very high resolution design. And now when we will be printing it, it will look amazing. Okay. And whereas that initial file, this one, this, see, if I zoom it in, it's already, I haven't even zoomed it in. It's at 100% what the file was meant to be, and still it's pixelating. As you can see, it's pixelated from multiple places. Plus, these lines, these black dots are going to come in the print also, and they are going to look extremely bad. So that is the first thing which I wanted to mention. Now, second thing is that we will, I don't know if it's already mentioned on the website or not, but if it's not, then we are going to mention it on the website as well. That for glow in the dark designs, this is not the, no, we don't want PNG format. We want either the CDR format or SVG format. I think EPS will also be fine. Let me just check. EPS. Yes, I think it should also be fine, because that also, EPS is also basically a vector. So let me just show you. I don't know if you, you guys might be knowing this, what is SVG, what is EPS, etc. But nonetheless, let me just show you through the help of this video. And see again, this is how much transparent area is there. Now, if you ask me to print this one in 10 inches, again, if I go for 10 inches, the height will be mind boggling and my printer will not support it. So it's always good to give me the exact size of the design, not this much print area. Now, I'm assuming that what's going on here is that they have downloaded this image from the internet, and in its original form, there must have been some sort of background. So what they did was they basically just removed the background of the image, and they sent it to me. So that's why there is so much transparent area. However, this is not the right way to send me a file at all. So let me just convert this file again, and let me remove the black color also, so that there is only one. Yeah, see, this is the only, and let me edit this to black so that you are able to see what I'm talking about. Yes, all right, and yep, everything looks good. So that's it. No, not. Acha, ha, ha, ha. This is the background image. I forget that every time. Now, see, this is the one which I have created, and this is the one which was sent to me. Now, my printer is going to do such a horrible job trying to, print this thing, that forget the customer, you yourself, the person who has sent me this design, he himself wouldn't like it at all. So, let alone the end consumer who is going to purchase this from you. So obviously we should delete this one. Now this is the file that, this is how you should send me, and either save it in the CorelDRAW native format, which is CDR, or export it to SVG, and everything should be fine. So where is, yeah, this is SVG, and whatever, Harry Potter, right? Yeah. So Harry Potter, and that's it. Now, yeah, this is the SVG format. If you send it to me in this format, my printer is going to do amazing job. All right. So that is about the second one. Now let's talk about the third design. So now third design, let's download this one. And now again, let's see, this is 564 by 1002 pixels. Let me check what that is in inches. Image size, inches. All right. So this is only in 72 pixels per inch, whereas your resolution should at least be 300 to 600 ppi. Okay. And when I say that your resolution should be that much, you should not try to trick the system. You should not try to do this. See, I'll show you. If I change it to 600 dpi's and save it, the image will then be converted into 600 ppi. But you are basically not helping anyone. You're hopefully you guys are getting my point. See, if you are doing that, then ultimately it's your product. So you are going to receive the bad product, and then your customer is going to receive the bad product. So your customer is not going to blame me. And honestly, because this is not my mistake, it's neither the printer's fault, it's not the machine operator's fault, it's not my fault, it's the fault of the design. And I am assuming that it's not your fault also, because you didn't know this. So that's not a problem anymore. Hopefully through this video now you know what you are supposed to do. So first of all, the resolution should not be this low. And as I converted it into inches, so as you can see, this is 7 inches by 13 inches. This is just 7 inches in width. Whereas for an all over print design, this should have been at least 30 inches or more, because this file is going to be very wide, because it's supposed to be printed on an entire t-shirt, right? So now just imagine what is the size of the t-shirt. So even a medium sized t-shirt is 40 inches in chest. So basically what that means is that 20 inches is the front panel, 20 inches is the back panel. And if it's supposed to go everywhere, then your file should be 40-50 inches in width. So just imagine how high resolution image you should send me. Honestly, if I print this file, you will not be able to see or make out even these figures. Nothing will be visible, because everything will be pixelated. See, I'll show you how this file is going to look like once I print. This is how this file is going to be. Okay, I have no idea why I am not able to scroll this file, but anyway, you are able to see these pixels. This is how the file is going to print. So you should never send me such low resolution image, because your product is going to look extremely horrible. Hopefully you understood. And they also mentioned in the email that this is how the mockup should be, but the print should be on sleeves as well. Now we will give you the exact template using which you should be sending us these designs, because we have no idea how you want the sleeves should be. I mean, do you want us to just stretch it out? Do you want us to place the image slightly slanted on the sleeves? We have no idea. Plus, we don't even have designers in house, those who can do these things. So sending the right design is completely your part. Now, through this video, hopefully you understood how you should prep the design, prep the art, so that you can send it to us. And when it comes to all over print, we are going to give you the templates so that you can place the design perfectly, and as per your will, and how, as per your vision, how you wanted the design to look like in the end. So you should design the artwork that way. And of course, I mentioned that this design is certainly not acceptable at all. I mean, see, I don't have any problem. I can accept whatever you send me. Ultimately, I am making money, right? Even if it's a bad product, good. You will then place another order, so I'll make more money. But that's not what I want. I don't want to make more money through bad products. I definitely want to make more money, but by telling you how you should design your artwork so that you sell more numbers and you get more and more orders, and through that I want to make more money, through not through bad products or retakes or whatever. So that is the third file. Now here is a fourth file, which is neck label. So neck label, again, it's mentioned on the website how you should prepare the artwork. That is one thing. Second thing is, everything is mentioned, what are the dimensions, etc. Third thing is that these small texts, I mean, see, we have two ways in which we can print the neck label. There is one bulk method for which you have to go for 1,000 pieces at least, and the another method is when you go for on demand, like one piece at a time. So for one piece, anything which is this tiny or this precise, it will not be possible. So that will be difficult for us to print. Again, same goes for this thing. So this thing is, I mean, these squares are fine, but then the lines between these squares and then the text inside the alphabets inside these squares, these are not okay. So basically what is okay in this entire neck label are these three boxes on the top, and then made in India in the bottom. These are okay. Rest everything. For example, see this percent sign. So the inside of the percent circle, these are extremely small. We will not be able to do it on a on demand basis. If you are going for bulk, then it's not a problem. We can do something as tiny as this, or even something which is even more tiny than this. So that is not going to be a problem. But this is not possible for one piece. So for one piece, if you are mentioning TCS made in India, then it's absolutely fine. So hopefully through this video, you guys were able to understand what I was trying to tell you, and hopefully you will be sending us better quality design files so that we can do a better job in printing and manufacturing the product. So all right, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video.